Well, it is a Thursday evening, 8 o'clock, and we have milk delivery tomorrow. I have about 3 quarts of yogurt in the refrigerator, and somebody requested another quart of yogurt, so I am going to show you guys how I make some yogurt. So to start with yogurt, when I'm doing it with raw milk, I always take the cream off the top because it doesn't like to incorporate very well back into the milk. So I've already scooped the cream off and I'm heating it up. I'm about 130 degrees now, and I need it to get to about 180 degrees and let it sit at 180 degrees for 10 minutes. And then I'll show you, but try to cool it fairly rapidly to about 112 degrees. Now some people say you can just leave it on the counter and let it cool gradually. I kind of like to cool it rapidly. And then I throw about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of a previously made yogurt into that, and then cover it nice and warm. And I actually put it in my oven overnight. I just turn the oven light on and it keeps it at the perfect temperature, and it incubates for all night. So right now I'm still just on the first step. I'm heating it to, about that 180. You could probably even go up to 190, but I normally go to about 180. And give it a good stir every now and then so it doesn't kind of scorch on the bottom. If I'm just doing 1 gallon at a time, it doesn't scorch very well. When I'm making 2 to 3 gallons and using my really big pot, then I have a harder time keeping it from scorching on the bottom. But a 1 gallon is super simple. A lot of people use the Instapot. I just use the stovetop. Okay, it's almost at 180. This is honestly probably the longest part of making yogurt, is getting your milk up to about 180, because you don't want to go real fast or you'll scorch the bottom of it. And then I'm gonna just set the timer here and come back in 10 minutes. And I am going to fill my sink with ice cold water. I actually put ice in it and put cold water in it. And in about 3 minutes or so, it has cooled down to where I add the yogurt starter. So yeah, we're very close to 180. I'm gonna turn it down quite a bit because I don't want it to continue to heat up. I just want it to maintain its heat. So I have 8:11, and I'll be back to check on it in a little bit. Okay, so it's about cooled to about 112. I'm going to take some previous yogurt that I have made, and let's get a nice 1 or 2 spoonfuls. Give it a quick stir to mix it in. Put it over here in my oven. Turn the oven light on. And it's going to incubate in there. It is about 8:25 right now. And so I'll take it out probably about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning when I wake up. I like my yogurt thicker, so I'm going to strain it. I need to be ready to go to town by 9:30 tomorrow morning. So this batch of yogurt may not be as thick as what I normally do, but sometimes that's how it goes. You can incubate it, I think, as little as 6 hours up to 12 hours. They normally say the longer you incubate it, the stronger of like that Greek yogurt flavor that you get. So if you're finding that your yogurt's a little too strong, maybe try not incubating it as long, or that could be signs that it's time for a new yogurt starter. You can buy powdered yogurt starters from cheese making places, or I just go to the store and buy an organic Greek yogurt and throw the rest of it in the freezer. I had some in the refrigerator, so I didn't need to pull my stash out of the freezer, but I always have about 3 or 4, about 2 tablespoon containers with yogurt in it, and that way if I don't have any fresh yogurt, I just pull one out of the freezer. So from start to finish this evening, it took me probably about a half hour, 45 minutes or so, and that's just for 1 gallon. If I'm doing 2 to 3 gallons, it's going to take quite a bit longer. It takes a lot longer for the milk to heat up and a lot longer for it to cool back down again. So just kind of gives you an idea of how long it takes. It's really not that bad. You kind of get used to it. Okay, it's the next morning, hence, I still want to be in bed, but I got to get this straight. So I have a container with strainer, some cheesecloth. I'm going to get it out of the oven. I've been doing this for a long time, and every now and then it still doesn't want to set up, so let's hope that it actually set up. Yep, it's got a good jiggle to it. Okay, I'm going to put a plate on that, put it somewhere cool, and let it strain for a few hours. Okay, next step is to take this yogurt that's been straining about 2 hours. It's not quite as thick as I would like. There's still quite a bit of liquid kind of on top, but I am running out of room, or running out of time, because I have to be in town and I need to be ready to go in a half hour, and I still need to take 7 gallons of milk and put them in the cooler to haul to town. So I use these, bought them off of Amazon. I don't even remember what they're called, but they're kind of like whenever you go to like a Chinese restaurant and you get like soup to go. This is a quart size, 32 ounce. I also have pint size, but nobody buys it in pint size for me. So I'm going to try to get along the edges where I know that it's kind of firmed up a little bit more. Just because, like I said, I don't feel like this has strained enough to my normal. And just like that, I will have a quart of yogurt to go. Typically, if I strain it to the consistency that I like, I'm going to figure it's only going to give me about 2 quarts of yogurt, even though it was a gallon. Once I strain the extra liquid off, it ends up being about half. So if you like thick yogurt, just plan for the end product. If you like it thick, like Greek yogurt style thick, you're only going to get about half of it. A lot of people don't care. They don't even strain it. They don't mind it if it's a little bit runny. My personal preference is thick, and so that's what I sell, and people seem to like it like that. So next step is to get the milk ready. I may do another video doing a lot more in depth how we take milk to town, but since obviously I'm getting ready to head to town with the milk delivery, I thought I would show you real quick. We use these. They're stainless steel inside to do milk. A lot of people bring milk in glass jars, and you're supposed to like give the person the glass jar, they fill it up, you get it returned again. We live on 8 miles of dirt road. Glass is not the safest option. reason I shake it is because the cream rises to the top, and we do not separate the cream for our customers. We let them have the cream. Oh. And now I get to do that 7 more times. Okay, kind of worked up a sweat because, you know, carrying glass jars and opening them kind of makes you work out. But I just wanted to show you how simple it is to make yogurt. Just a real quick sneak peek at how we do milk deliveries. And until next time, hope you have a great day.